last but not least, right here you can see I got a lot of stuff here. I mean, some of this stuff is like new, so as you can see right here, all this stuff, I paid $67, and this is of course from Goodwill today. Some of the stuff is by weight, some of the stuff has price tag, and of course games are also individual price right there. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you is what I got. I mean, if I bought this stuff retail from stores, should be worth around $1,000 at least. I mean, this thing has a lot of stuff here. All right, so some of this stuff right here, for example, this fan right here is a high performance steel fan. Nothing plastic in here. Everything is a high flow. This is like you can put it in your house and it flows a lot of air. This thing, you know, could easily be anywhere from $50 to $100. This is a thermal Conair. What is it right here? You can see that right there. Thermal Conair cooler. I mean, but it's AC, so you can plug it into your house and cool stuff. This is for people who live in RVs and have limited power on batteries. This is nice, small little freezer. It's not as efficient as the compressor based one, but this is still pretty good. This guy right here is old stuff. I mean, all this wanted it. This is actually what we call, oh, I have it backwards. It's called Video Studio 500. This is actually old composite video editor. Of course, this is upside down. If you look at it, I can't do that. All right, so this thing is pretty cool. So this one has composite inputs and also has a keyboard to edit your videos. You could put titles in there. I mean, the old way of doing it was before the digital age and before all these technology came in. If you want to put a text overlay on videos, this is what you would use. I mean, still very handy. I mean, these things still very nice. I mean, you pay hundreds of dollars for new, but right now you can still, they're not cheap to get. If you want to buy it from eBay, you'll be paying around 30, 40, 50 bucks depending on where you get it, but then they're still not going to be cheap. All right, and these two are fans. These are Honeywell fans, the small room fans. Nice, like new condition. Whoever had them before didn't use them much. I mean, they look like they came from a very nice environment. Oh, sorry. All right, and this is an air compressor. This looks like a AC air compressor made by Chicago Electric. This thing is heavy duty. It's not a small little electric one, but this is still very portable. I think you use this. It's got a quick connect on it. You can use this with your paint gun or small flow tools. This is pretty handy to have. I mean, if you don't want a big compressor, this is nice. All right, and these are baskets. Wood basket, they're very lightweight, of course. Storage, whatever you want to do. They look like brand new. And a little thing right here. This one is very nice. It's an iPad Bluetooth keyboard. You can put your iPad here, keyboard right here. This Bluetooth, there's no wire between the two. What it does, it looks like barely used again. I mean, new Bluetooth keyboard are not cheap, especially with a case. Easily $50+ for new. Very nice. I got here some different adapters, all kind of AC DC adapters. I mean, sometimes, you know, this is for Bose. I mean, all the stuff was by weight, 69 cents a pound, so I got all the adapters. This is just a cable for cable modem and stuff like that. Comcast. I needed one, I couldn't find it. I normally didn't pick it up, but this is like still brand new, so I said maybe I need to plug in a cable modem somewhere. I need it, so I get that. This is good quality stuff. Of course, a lot of different cables. This is the power cable. plug into this. This looks like a, it's like a nickel cadmium charger for 9.6 volt 4-hour quick charger. Pretty cool. I mean, stuff like this not cheap when you're buying online if you need it. But buying it by weight is definitely, it means 69 cents pound, so I paid probably pennies for it. Other adapters. When I look for adapters, I look at the voltage and also the amps. This is a smaller adapter, DC adapter. So if I have a small DC device, I can use that. But I have some bigger ones too. This guy right here, for example, is a 5 volt 3 amp, so it's pretty good 5 volt adapter. If I had a device, I can just change the connectors on the end and make it work. I mean, this one has this 3-prong connector. I think this one does, yes, this is still single voltage. Uses regular 110 to 240 and converts it into 5 volt DC 3 amps. And has 3-prong connector for the device, but you can adapt those connectors by cutting and making it work with the different devices. So this is very handy right there. Of course, this power adapter looks like made by Lacey. I don't know what Lacey uses, but it's a 12 volt 2.2 amp, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a DC power devices. You can use it for a lot of applications like security cameras. A lot of different devices use 12 volts, so you can plug that in there. This is a very compact unit, so nice. I mean, a lot of different adapters, you get the idea. So I mean, they're not junk. I mean, these adapters hold their value because you can always use them. It's I mean, they're not waste of money. Very nice pick. Of course, I picked up a remote right here. These Sony remotes are compatible with Sony devices, so if you have a Blu-ray player or something like that, this will still work. Even controls TV, so very nice to have Sony. I mean, it's the infrared remote control, so this one will work with most TVs, and it's nice to have a remote because sometimes when you pick up a Blu-ray player, you don't have a remote with it. Now you have a remote, so remotes don't lose value. These are very good. I mean, I've not sold anything on internet, but I like to know what the value is. I mean, eventually I will be, but this is just to give you an idea of what you can find in places like this. This is also by weight, so pennies right here. This looks like a Lenovo battery. I mean, this uses 18650 batteries, probably has 6 cells in there. Looks like new. Somebody bought a laptop, probably broke, and now the battery is right here. Probably was a spare battery. It's 10.8 volt 48 watt hours. So I mean, pretty good value to harvest your cells. I have done this in the past. I've taken cells out of these batteries and put it in those Chinese enclosures and made it really you know, like a USB power brick, so that way I could power my phones or whatever I needed. I mean, I even took it to work, and I sold few at cost, but you know, this is pretty good. So you don't, you know, you have the extra battery power. These are not junk. I mean, if anybody throws these, they're silly, because these cells can be used for other application. You literally the 6 cells inside it, they're going to be usable just like your, you know, AA batteries. They're a little bit bigger, they're lithium ion, but they do make enclosures that you can put those cells inside them. No soldering, no skills required. This is pretty cool. I mean, you really can use these, and you should never throw these out. I mean, unless you, I mean, don't know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, look into that. There's a lot of videos about doing that. Like, it's literally plastic enclosure. You can just put a screwdriver in the middle, and be careful though. Don't want to puncture the cells, but lithium cells are not that dangerous like people say. But you know, of course, if you short them, they can catch fire, so you got to be careful with them. So don't short them. Use a screwdriver on the edges, and then you can peel it off. And then once you take it off, wear some gloves, of course. You can separate those cells out. They're soldered together, but you can just use a plier to disconnect the spot welding that they use. And I even bought that too. I was planning on making it. There are guys online that are using these cells, 18650 cells, in these laptop batteries in you know, their home power walls. I mean, this is pretty cool stuff. Don't if you see one, pick it up. All right, this looks like a nice. I mean, not even scratched BlackBerry. I mean, I never owned one when I wanted new, but this thing looks like wow. I mean, just to have it, like to show people like this is what they used to use, people before smartphones became popular. This is like a keyboard, nice cool keyboard. I mean, normally you see wear on the keyboards, and this looks like new. This is Altel. I mean, it's a phone, and it's got the BlackBerry. They were very secured, so businesses were using them. They didn't want other Windows phone or anything like that, but eventually everybody moved to smartphones upgrade. Okay, so this is BlackBerry right there. Nice. And of course, oh nice, this is a pretty good find. I do find these a lot. I mean, this is a hot glue gun. If something broke, you can use this. Looks like somebody used it. Glue on the nozzle there. Easy to clean. Nothing wrong with this. I mean, this all it does is heat that glue stick or plastic stick and it melts it, and then you basically glue some things together. It's a big one, so it's a high capacity, so you can glue things quicker. I mean, if you want to, and this is 110, plugs into it. If you never use it, you should try it. It's pretty good. I've seen some people use this for a lot of stuff. Hot glue gun. Nice. All right. And this is a wall cabinet, metal and glass, the two shelves. You can just screw it into your wall. I mean, if you need extra space to put the way it opens up, it's pretty cool. I mean, if you look at it this way, right here, you pull it out. And, well, it's laying sideways, and I am all right here. So you just pull it out. Nice, very nice, clean, like new condition. It has a glass shelf that goes in the middle. It's laying right here. This shelf right here, you pick it up and you put it sideways. This whole thing is a wall cabinet, you know, for your amenities, whatever you put in your restrooms. You can put it anywhere you like. This is nice for storage. For I paid $5 for it. I mean, this is cheap. You can't beat that. This should be at least $50. $200 new. All right, this guy right here is a neck massager. I got it because of my mom. This is very stiff foam, and I mean, you can wash it. This, I don't like buying anything cloth material, but this can be easily washed. You can take that out and then wash it, and then I'll put it back together. This is Black & Decker Scum Buster kit. It's really nice. I mean, it has everything you see in the picture right here. It doesn't look like somebody used it at all. I mean, it comes with VersaPax charger right here, like this one right here. Battery, all the brushing, everything. Looks like somebody bought it and never used it, like new. I mean, eBay's like new. It's over $30 going right here. I mean, not that I plan on selling it, but still, if you want to, you can sell it. This is Makita Cordless Drill. Believe this is a 9.6 volt. Comes with charger, 1.5 amp 9.6 volt charger. And actually, I bought all this separately. There's another one, and this is 1.5 amp. So I got 2 chargers and the drill and the 3 batteries. The 1 battery is not for this drill because this is shorter handle, longer handle. 9.6 volt will fit that other battery. But I've been buying these cordless tools. They're really nice. Makita is a well-known brand name, better than Ryobi and other Black & Decker stuff, but this is pretty cool. Picked up the case. All of this stuff was spread out. I mean, like, looked like people looked at it and nobody picked it up. I'm going to start selling these tools, but I'm gonna test them and make sure. I'm gonna sell it as a working tool, so I'm not gonna sell just the bad batteries or chargers. I'm gonna check everything, make sure everything works, and sell it on eBay. I used to be a power seller. This should be very easy, but right now I'm in gathering mode. I'm like finding different stuff and then putting kits together. So that's pretty cool. This is why I picked up the case. Otherwise I wouldn't have, because whoever would want it would want a case, right? Okay, so well, before this, This little black box thing was laying in the pile of stuff, all the stuff by weight. I'm gonna sit down. I don't want to sit on my knee. Oh, like close to light. Yeah. Okay. So this is a CenturyLink DSL. Yeah, it's a DSL modem. You can see the what is called RJ. That's the Ethernet RJ45. I forgot what that phone jack is called, but it's RJ something. Those are phone jacks right there. Sorry, upside down. Okay, so yeah, phone jacks. First one is Ethernet, then the phone jack, then the coaxial cable jack, and then of course the Ethernet. This thing has built-in router, and it also has wireless. This one is wireless 802.11 AC, which is the faster internet. Not, it's better than N, so it does work with old stuff and new stuff. This is a pretty good router. I mean, this box is big, essentially like makes it does a lot of things for them, so they can use it for DSL and stuff like that. But this box shouldn't be in the dumpster. Somebody probably moved and they just wasn't in dumpster, it wasn't Goodwill bin. But yeah, very nice. And I also noticed this right here, this thing I want to share with you. Anytime you see blue in the USB port, to me it means it's USB 3.0. That's, you can look at the computer back end. This is actually pretty cool. I mean, anytime you see a computer with this, that means you are getting newer hardware. So if you see a motherboard with blue USB port like this, that means a newer motherboard. So those are more valuable than the USB port that is black inside like that. If it was black, this is not the latest. This is the latest stuff right here. Uses 12 volts, a 2.8 amp. That's not a problem. I can find those adapters every time, just like I was showing you here. I was hoping one would be here, but it's not a big deal. I have plenty of adapters and I can make this work. It's just, you know, a lot of people want this stuff because this is, you know, this is very useful. So if you have CenturyLink, your modem failed, this is what you need. Somebody who didn't need it, that's fine. They're not using it, but this is what the model number is. It's called C2100T. I haven't even priced that, but I just picked it up because I saw that blue USB. I saw the this right here. Sorry, AC 802.11 AC. That was the 2 points that, you know, very quickly you look at stuff like this in the bin, you pick it up. All right, so that was one. All right, what else I got here? All right, I used to sell car stereo stuff, so I might know more than most people on YouTube. But here, this is Alpine Bluetooth stereo unit with USB. So this is fairly new. This is not old stuff. I mean, this is not like what you find in your old car. This is something we were selling for 150 bucks when I was there in electronic stores. I mean, this is not cheap. Alpine is a good name. And this one has auxiliary USB, 1 amp support. Of course, it says MP3 and all this stuff. So this is pretty good. And you can do Bluetooth. It does come with all the accessories, which is pretty cool. So it's you know, everything complete. I haven't tested it out. Like, I didn't test this out, but 9 out of 10 times it will work because somebody just upgraded it. They just gave it up. This thing is a laptop chill pad. It's really 2 fans. This is by Targus, very good company for laptop accessories. Used to sell that stuff at Fry's Electronics. This is pretty good stuff. Understand this better. You should never put your laptop on a carpet like this. The carpet will block your vents. Laptops have vents in the bottom. You do not want to put your laptop on this. When the vents get blocked, there's no airflow. When there is no airflow, you have a laptop that's running super hot, and that's really bad. Even a flat surface is better than a carpet. Carpet doesn't let the feet raise the laptop up. So laptop feet are very small feet. They're not really big, like something like this right here. See, these are chill pad feet, but they actually raise it up. So laptops have something like that, and if you put it on a flat hard surface, then no problem. But if you put it on a carpet, these feet will sink into the carpet and they will not be able to cool your laptop because the vents get blocked. This one has vents in there, but still, even if these vents are blocked, it doesn't matter. This is flat surface. Look at the way the air can come through it. And when the laptop sits on this, it will let the air flow. You don't even have to use the fans in here, but you can. This thing uses a standard USB port, very simple design. Plug in one of the USB port from the laptop into this and the fans will work. Pretty simple. I mean, I hardly doubt the fans are broken. All right, games. Wow, yeah. All right, there's a trick to picking up games. Don't pick games that say CD-ROM. Don't. I pick games with DVD-ROMs. I've been adding to my collection right now. I haven't sold any games, but I'm not a gamer. I've done software business before in the past, so I have pretty good idea how valuable this thing could be. Like, this is a PC game. One of the other things I look for is DVD. I told you that. And then this in the back, of course, you can look at the pictures and graphics. Very cool. This one was made in 2007 by Electronic Arts. I can read that too. Of course, open it up. Look at the inside. So what I do, check that it does not have scratches on the disc, because that affects it. So if I look at it, this disc looks scratch free, even with my bare eye. It's got a little dust particle, but yeah, it looks like, so nobody used it. They bought it for 50 bucks or more and they never used it. This one is Medal of Honor Airborne. This is a nice game. So you get the idea. I mean, I pick up these games and oops, and I collect them. I'm becoming a collector. Instead of collecting cards, I was collecting games because they're cool. And if I wanted to, I can sell them on eBay. I mean, for 5 to 6 times more than what I paid for. This is a Hellgate game. Again, look at it. DVD. Those are my go-to items. DVD. Then I look at the back. What year this is? This one is a 2007 again. Nice. And of course, check the CDs. This one does have a CD. Good clean CD. Again, PC games are played by adults. They're not played by kids. So they're less likely to get scratched up. Adults are more careful than kids. If you have an Xbox games, you're gonna have to fix the scratches, because I've seen so many scratches on Xbox game, but the PC games, you see them like new. This one is Demigod. I don't know the history about the games, but these are some cool games. So if you look at the now this one, hard to focus. It's 2009, so it's fairly new. Good graphics, everything looks really nice. Again, DVD, PC game. I mean, all these games I picked up is from PC. No scratches. Pretty cool. I mean, PC games, you know, you need a older games can't be played on older video cards, so they have market for people. I mean, they still have copyrights, so you can't just get them cheap. But you know, all these games I paid, just for your information, $1.29, so that's pretty cheap. This is Fear. It's a PC game. Again, check the CD. I mean, all these CDs are checked and they're pretty good, so no problem. Shouldn't be no issue selling it if I ever decided to do that. This is mature, by the way, so there must be some violence. I don't know. Fear. I mean, I don't know what they do. Mature enough, but that's what it is. And this guy right here. Again, I'm not a gamer, but I do see a nice game, because you can look at the graphics. This is again another mature, so some adult owned it. Arma combined operation. So it's something like somebody who, you know, soldiers, they like this kind of games. And this one, oh, nice. Look at it right here. It's like new Arma. Very cool. cool. Like it. I mean, this has actually 2 discs, but they charge you $129 per disc, but I only paid, it's got 2 discs in there. Yeah, like again, like new disc. But generally PC games, you do not have to worry about scratches. That's another cool thing. Another cool thing, look at this right here. What year was it made? Come on, focus. 2010, so fairly new. Doesn't have an extensive requirement on the PC, but that's cool. You get the idea. Alright, so that was the game selection. So I've pretty much showed everything that I got for about $67. That's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of stuff. I can easily make what I spent on this by selling few of the stuff, like maybe this and that. I mean, very easy. I mean, there are and the rest is mine, or I can sell this or that and then got my money back if I wanted to. I don't need to sell anything. I mean, I'm not on a cash crunch or anything like that. I just do this because I like this stuff. I mean, imagine this compressor. Retail will be $100 at least. I mean, it's not cheap. I mean, it looks like somebody was using it, but apparently they moved on to maybe a bigger compressor, or they just stopped doing what they're doing. So a lot of things here, cool stuff. Just wanted to share. I mean, first of all, you need to know what you're looking at. I mean, not everybody knows all this stuff. Being in retail, I do have an extensive understanding of things, and I love to know about things. Like, for example, this thermal cooler can easily be passed for a storage container or something useless, but most people don't even know that this will actually cool your stuff, like beverages and stuff like that. If your refrigerator fails, or if you are in a motel or something like that, there, you know, you bring your stuff in there, you can just plug it in there and you can use it. You know, travelers love this stuff. Fans, nice. I mean, who cannot use a fan? Doesn't matter if you're a C nut. So all this stuff is pretty cool. This is all I wanted to share today. So